Hello and welcome once again to the Orsini Studios and the ReUp. My name's Jason Delgado. Today I once again don't have a topic. We're just going to ramble on, but welcome to the ReUp. Let's go! Screams the crowd of 28 subscribers. Welcome once again to the ReUp. I am so grateful to have you and all those watching here. My name is Jason Delgado. This is the Orsini Studios in beautiful Los Angeles, California. And this is the ReUp, a show where I talk about the ups and downs, comings and goings, peaks and valleys of trying to become a professional stand-up comedian, going from the day job into the dream job and the trials and tribulations, pitfalls and triumphs therein. Welcome. It's been a busy week. It's going to be a busy week next week. So I really didn't plan anything too topical. I figured I'd just talk about some of the experiences I had recently, some lessons that I learned while doing a couple stand-up gigs, and some cool kind of swag I got out of it. Yeah, so, and we'll jump right into it. This week it was, this past week that passed, I as you know, did a dance comedy show where I was tasked to not only perform stand-up but also learn a dance routine beforehand. And so I was told, yeah, it'll be a little simple dance routine. I'll send it to you, and then you do some stand-up. I was like, sounds terrific. So I get the dance video, and it's like 28 moves, and it's a minute long, and I just was like, oh my goodness, I got to learn this now. And I went through and I learned it and I performed the show and I did very well. One of the other caveats to the show is that the theme of the show is royalty. Royalty. I don't want to get rights, but shout out to my man Kendrick. But yeah, or the person putting it on, Erin Tracy. Shout out to Erin Tracy as well. She had set up this, I guess, for everybody to dress up, kind of in the theme. And only a couple people dressed up, her and this other person. I didn't have anything royalty, so I dressed in a suit because I wanted to, match the affair. And I wound up going to this very cool place called Sal's on Melrose in Hollywood here. And it was, and I guess behind it, there's this place where I guess they do like a wedding reception or like a show or whatever. It's kind of like a nice, pretty decent hall with a nice stage. Red curtain backlit, very nice. Looked very professional. And so I get there in my suit because I wanted to look the part. I order a slice of pizza, a glass of wine. I'm chit-chatting with the very nice waitress there, whose name I forget, who gave me her Instagram handle because I thought she was very funny. We're talking about because she's lesbian and I had a lesbian joke. And I told it to her and she liked it. And we got into a little bit of back and forth, and then I got a pizza, and she was like, I put it in a to-go box. I didn't give you a plate. And it's like, it's okay. I kind of prefer a box anyway. And she goes, me too. Layup. It was love at first sight. And so I traded Instagram handles with her because she's also doing comedy, improv. But once again, I lost the info. This happens all the time. The second time, somebody gave me their card because they were going to do produce comedy shows on like military bases and like USO and places where like, have a bunch of people there, but it's not like a bringer show. You can kind of just go and perform and you get paid. And I lost the card because I suck sometimes. But I got to get better at that. So this person gave me her handle. I missed that too. But shout out to her. She was very funny. So then we have the show and we go and everybody's getting, showing us a couple people that I ran into. One person, very funny comedian, Mike, whose last name Perkins, I believe. Very funny comedian who I had a history with because Mike Perkins one time, introduced me at Flappers and he told me you're going up fourth because he was hosting. And I think I might have told this story on another ReUp or something else, but so he gets up on stage, he does 5 minutes, and then he goes, all right, coming up first to the stage, really good friend of mine, let's give it up for Chris Delgado. And I was like, dude, they booked another Delgado here and it's this guy's best friend. Like, what the heck's going on, man? Chris Delgado. I was like, this guy just messed up my name. There ain't no Chris. So I run up to the stage. My name's Jason Delgado. do my set, do pretty good. Afterwards, he was very apologetic. And so I thought that was nice. And he apologized on stage. So I ran into him, and he was very funny. He did a good set. And it was 10 minutes. We had to do a dance routine and then 10 minutes. And I got to say, not many people knew it. But your boy did. Your boy knew it. And me, this other girl, and the main girl knew it through and through. The other one who dressed up. The only other person who dressed up. So all the dressed up people knew. We cared. We cared. No, everybody else had a really good time. We all had fun. But yeah, it was a really, really great experience because there wasn't a lot of people there, but the place was really nice. The energy was really good. And in an amazing turn of events, Andrew Levy, the amazing Andrew Levy, photographer who is everywhere at all my shows now, wound up taking these amazing pictures of your boy. And it was a good thing I wore a suit. Good thing I played the part because your boy got these beautiful pictures. And it was funny because once I got the pictures together, I sent them out to a couple people like my mom and stuff like that. Put it on the Instagram, Facebook whammy. Follow me. I'm Jason Delgado for real. And everybody was like, oh my God, like it looks so professional, it looks so real, like you look like a real stand-up comedian. I thought, it's funny just how far a nice picture can take you. And I shouldn't, crap on it. Like it shouldn't matter. It totally, totally matters. Like if you have a cool picture of you and you post that with what you do, it makes you seem, I mean, my mom was more like, oh my God, now you're real. But there's an element to kind of looking the part. And I thought the lesson I sort of derived from it is, the last couple times with the Rachel D. roast, I also wore a suit. And then for the Comedy Store, I wore a thin tie and a button down. But then for this one, I wore a suit. And so the idea of looking the part, looking a certain vibe, and sometimes it really pays off as the truck drives by. But sometimes it really pays off. There's a certain part of me that thinks, not only for the internal vibe, but also, you have a suit, kind of feel a little, but also, just because in pictures it makes you look like you're really, like you're a professional, like especially if you're on stage in a suit, there's something to it. So I might try to rock more of that. My initial look on stage is I kind of want to go for like almost like a substitute teacher, but now I might go like a substitute teacher on like PTA parent night. Up it a little. I don't always want to wear a suit, but I thought it was just the idea that if you're given the opportunity to kind of dress up because you never know what'll happen. You might get really cool pictures. And so that was a really cool experience to kind of go through that. Did 10 minutes, like 9.5 probably. But yeah, it was good. And it went well, and people laughed and got great pictures out of it. And it was a really fun experience, which is really the most important thing. And I also wound up booking, I think I might have mentioned this, but I also booked another show at the Comedy Store for November 2nd. I think I did mention this last time. But I got official flyer and stuff like that. And then I have this Halloween show coming up, which I've also been doing advertisements for. I post a picture here of that. And what I like about it is that having, I think, goofy ads, you got a better chance of somebody showing up. Like somebody might just see it if you hashtag it with something like, oh, that kind of looks funny. What is that? And they'll, do something. And also it just feels like do your best to advertise yourself, like with the suit and with the ads and all that stuff. With last week when I did me on the ballerina, and then this week with, doing the little horror movie posters, and then, these other posters. Advertisements become a big deal, man. You got to look that kind of vibe. And if you look kind of like it's a professional, then you'll be sort of, maybe addressed as such. And, not that I need sort of daps or anything like that, but it's nice that people go like, oh, you must get paid for a living. And it's like, sure, now I will. Because you look the part, you look like you got to get paid, so you get paid is the hope. But this is a slow burn, as you know. The main thing is that I feel like it's getting attention, and attention is good as long as I could, keep doing the good funny. That the attention and the good funny is what's going to get us places. So I feel like that's a good thing. So I'm going to start, keeping the advertising nice with the cool pictures that I got out of this, and try to use that to work them into ads and use that to sort of promote myself in a way where it's not just me in an iPhone picture. It's me, something cool and professional. And yeah, so that was nice. And then I'm just getting geared up for these shows. I got all these scripts that I'm working on for support coming back November 1st. And, I'm getting ready for another show, trying to write new material and, little by little kind of cranking away. NBA season started. I really didn't watch the game, but I heard that the Clippers won. I think it's pretty cool that there's like a cool little LA rivalry. One of the reasons to try and make it out here is to try to get tickets to a game without selling a liver. But yeah, the games look exciting. I'm looking forward to basketball season. Football season's kind of coming close to that important time. I don't know, sports is not really my thing, but that's all I've been really doing, watching a little basketball, a little football, writing jokes and taking pictures and rambling on these things. But I'll leave you with that because we don't want to get too rambly. I appreciate it if you made it this far. Thank you so much. My name is Jason Delgado. This has been the ReUp. I'm hoping to see you on the next ones with some more adventures and excitement. Got a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of shows, so pretty psyched, and we'll talk all about them next time. All right, thank you. See you soon.